Hey guys, it is Corey from SuperKamiGuru9000, and welcome to my review of Naruto Chapter 614. And sorry guys if I looked a little depressed, but after reading this week's Naruto chapter, I just feel a little down, and it sucks that I don't have my friend Christian here this week to help me review it, because he is going to be on break this week, but he will be back next time. But in all fairness, this week's chapter of Naruto was absolutely fantastic, and it came as sort of a shock. I had no idea that just this quickly after the death of Shikamaru and Ino's parents, that we would actually get the death of a main character, one of the members of the Rookie Nine. We are going to have to say goodbye to Neji Hyuga. I didn't see this coming at all. It was a huge deal, and let's just talk about this chapter. First and foremost, that Ten Tails is just going insane. It's attacking everybody, and before I actually get to the whole attacking thing, there is one scene I want to mention. I loved the interaction between Toby and Madara this week. I loved how Toby's like, you know what? You're my bitch. I'm not exactly yours. You're at my mercy, okay? And I thought that was really funny, because he goes on to explain Madara has this bigger plan. In order for him to become the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails, he needs a living body. But he also needs Toby to be able to use his Rene no Jutsu to bring him back to life in order for this to work. It's kind of convoluted and kind of all over the place, and I had to read it a few times. The thing here is, I love that they're really at each other's throats, and Toby says that he never considered Madara an ally, and he's always hated him, and you can definitely see that Madara is still sort of pushing him towards the dark side a little bit more, even right here, and he seems pretty pleased with the results. They're able to use the Zetsu abilities actually in conjunction with the Ten Tails, and they're firing these giant sharp branches all over the place, which are just impaling Ninja left and right. Neji's uncle and Hinata get in there and they try using their spinning kaiten techniques to try to deflect all these things so that they can protect Naruto. In the meantime, Naruto is trying to power up his Sage Mode so he can throw Rasen Shurikens into the blast. But eventually it gets to a point where they can't really contain the attacks anymore, and the Ten Tails is getting ready to attack Naruto point blank, and he's getting ready to kill him, and then Hinata jumps in the way, and I'm like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? And then all of a sudden, Hinata is saved by Neji, and he is literally impaled by these two giant branches, and that's when we are giving this heartbreaking scene where he basically breaks down right in front of Naruto and tells him why he sacrificed his life for Naruto, and it is a callback to the very first part of the series where Neji was asking Naruto, why are you doing this? And Naruto said, because I was called a loser. And Naruto had no idea why he was doing this, and Neji said, because I was called a genius. And it's so sad because he understands like why his father did what he did at this point to protect his comrades. And as he's doing this, the panels are going by, and you can see that he has the curse mark on his forehead, which is very slowly disappearing. And then it finally ends with the mark disappearing. Neji is there, dead in Naruto's arms. And Obito, being the asshole he is, just has to say, Naruto, I thought you said you weren't going to let any of your comrades die. And it's such a sad final panel with Naruto, Neji, and Hinata just sitting there, there's nothing they can do. They just have to move forward from here. And this is where it ends. And it's so sad. Oh my god. When I was reading these final panels, I was getting kind of teary-eyed and kind of misty. That's when I stepped back and realized I've been reading and watching this series for so long, and these characters have become really important to me. And it's amazing how they've left such an impact. And when I saw that Neji was dead, it just made me think of all the moments where I saw him in the series and everything, and it was a really powerful moment, and it came out of nowhere, and it's just really sad. I mean, you know, I hope it isn't a fake out, because it was handled really, really well, and I think if they do fake this death out, it'll kind of diminish what actually happened in this chapter, and there was a ton of great artwork. All of the moments were really cool. There was a lot of really great ninja action. I didn't even mention that the Ten Tails is getting trapped between two mountains, kind of like when they were attacking the Ghetto Mazo. And there was so much great this week. The Toby-Madara interactions, all the ninjas, and the big moment at the end with Neji. And as it says in the final panel, this is his grand finale. But I can't wait to see what impact this is going to have on the rest of the war. And if this is really the death of Neji, then anybody can die at this point as far as I'm concerned, because he was a pretty important character, and he was very influential in terms of Naruto's development, so anybody can get offed at this point, so look out guys, you may have a favorite character who may get killed soon. So a fantastic chapter with a lot of great things to it. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. This is a really important chapter for the series. Neji Hyuga fans, you kind of have to check this one out. I mean, it's just a big deal for that character. and I just can't talk enough about this one. It sucks that right before Christmas we're getting this sort of depressing chapter. You know, it could have just been the Ten Tails destroying shit again, but they decided to go with something like this right after the death of two other really big characters. It's just this war has really reached a breaking point, and things are only going to get crazier from here. Alright guys, so that is it for this week's Naruto chapter review. How did you feel about this week's chapter? You can let me know in your comments below. And also guys, I'd like to know about your favorite moments from Neji Hyuga in the series. You can let me know in your comments below as well. Remember guys, as always, if you like this review, make sure and give it a thumbs up. It really helps these reviews out a lot. That concludes this video today guys. SuperKamiGuru9000, out.